Um, plays harder to Will O Wisp. And that's kind of true. So I'm thinking you don't play Renew and you don't play Cave Troll and you just play a Neuromancy. And that's when you save your provisions. Right. I think Renew was really good because you can Renew Cave Troll, but the amount of Nilfgaard there is just doesn't work. And you're going to probably run Thaws and Pact still. There's not really a good Purify option, unfortunately. Maybe the Caretaker's not even that bad, though. Ah, this is pretty good. Yeah, this card's quite good. That's true. This card's really not bad at all. It's kind of like a Pella, but it's an extra point. And you're going to have the dominance, so yeah, this card's alright. Anyway, so I'm pretty sure it's like, you can go two routes. You can go Thrive, or you can go Unitless. Where Unitless, you actually play Jotun. This card's really not bad, and you could play like Frost as well. I think the Thrive one is probably better because you can just power through round one. But yeah, what other like cards are there that you definitely want to use? Like in every deck. Cave Troll was up there before, but it's just not anymore, right? This card's kind of interesting too. Like, there's just so many good cards you can run in these Kelly decks. I think Renew is just not worth it anymore. Like, this card's unbelievably good. I think you run Karen. I really like this card. I just feel bad when I don't have it, basically. You probably run Penitent. Oh, I love Kelly, man. She's just fun, huh? What a woman. You always run two of these. Like, this card's good, but it's kind of weird. I kind of don't like it. I think especially when you're not playing Defender. And Dregalava. Yeah, I think you want Dregalavas. I'm going to go for the Thrive vibe with these. I think you want to play Foglets again now that Matter's not that big a deal. One Necker maybe. And I think you probably go Penitent with Pugo. And honestly, maybe you include Count Caldwell too. The alternative is you don't play Penitent and you play Phantom. Like, this card's kind of too good not to use, right? That's the downside of Penitent now. Card's really, really good. So you maybe don't go Penitent. Also, Caldwell's kind of awkward with Penitent because if you don't have dominance, he goes to your opponent's side straight away. Purify versus Poison? Yeah, that's a good point. So I think what you do is you play Thaw. Or you could play a Fortune Teller. I think you play double Pact and maybe one Thaw. Because what you do with the Fortune Teller is she can buff your... I didn't put Penitent in. She can proc your Thrive. And you've also got the flexibility of dooming a card. As well as giving Veil, whereas this just plays taller. This can proc Thrive. So I think you run one Fortune Teller, double Pact, one Thaw. We've got 13 provisions left. Wow, it's not bad, huh? How bad is this looking? Maybe you just ditch the Echo. This is what ditching Renew gives you. You have so much more flexibility. Oh, Candle, yeah. I woke up early today, man. Jotun. I think Jotun's good when you go more unitless, right? I think he's kind of bad when you're playing Lavas and the like. I'm not sure if this is correct. I do still like a Necker as well. I think the problem with Necker is it's so bad against SK now. The thing is though, like, you probably... Yeah, this card's really good, actually. Because against SK, you get Morkvarg out round 1 and you give it Doomed. And obviously you can Ozreal and eat it as well. How about Bruxa? Yeah, Brooks is good. I think we go for Foglets though, because it thins our deck and we've got enough consumes. I like Goliath. That's actually a card I would love to get in here. Yeah, I would love Goliath. Goliath makes so much sense. You just put this card in your deck, right? That's a very good point. Which is something I wasn't able to use when I was playing Renew and Cave Troll. And then at 9, I mean, we could still go for Cave Troll. It does really well in a lot of matchups. It's just bad against Nilfgaard. Maybe you still run a Cave Troll. Yeah, I think Cave Troll is always nice. My problem with Cave Troll is Nilfgaard, but Nilfgaard's such a bad matchup anyway. I think ditching Renew makes a lot of sense. Also, Renew and Neuromancy. Basically, the problem before is, right, if you matter, you'd have Royal Decree, and it could hit Egon, it could hit Renew. Whereas now, if you matter, if you've already got Kelly, it gives you a Nero, which is really good. This looks pretty good. You've got Caldwell, Pugo, Beast coming out of this. You've got all your consumes you want. You've got Boglets to thin. You've got... this list looks pretty good, honestly. I think Renew's fine to get now. The reason Renew was so good before is like you can just... It is still good, but it's not that good. Right? When you can run a Neuromancy, and you're running a Neuromancy and Renew, it's just a bit... that's a lot of provisions. And you're playing Matter as well. Yeah, this looks good. I don't think it's very often you actually like use Renew on Caranthea anyway. You've got lots of big bodies. You've got your Thrive engines still. You can Caranthea Penitent in this one as well. Yeah, it's 10 to 8. Is Forktail? Nah. Thing is, I'm missing is natural selections. Like, I think this card's really good for just a bit of basic removal. This card comes in really clutch a lot of the time. That's the one thing I'm not liking about this list. Maybe it's fine. You just don't care about your opponent's side of the board. It's probably fine. Yeah. We start with this. Okay. I might just do this as a little YouTube video. In fact, I could probably just use some of this already. Let me just change the title. That'll do. Pretty accurate, right? I want to play some Syndicate as well, some Syndicate Swarm, using Igor with Passiflora and Fallen Knights, I think. Oh, Ahmed. I'll just go into video mode quickly. I'll probably use the footage already. Alright guys, so this wasn't going to be a YouTube video, but this is the list we've come to a conclusion of. Ditch and Renew. The one thing I'm probably missing is like a bit of removal. The Penitent is a bit dodgy, because it can pull Caldwell, but I think this list looks actually pretty interesting. You've got Thaw as a way of giving Veil, as well as Fortune Teller, which is going to be really clutch against Nilfgaard. Pact is just a great card. When using Foglets, which thin our deck, they can also proc our Thrive of Lavas and Penitent. And the reason that this card's so good is, yeah, you've got loads of consumes in your hand anyway, so it gives value to your consume cards in round 1, thins your deck, and also there's no matter really to worry about. A lot of the time in the previous meta, your opponent would matter and you draw your second Foglet because everyone played matter. We don't have that problem anymore. Let's go, baby. Let's go Dragon card back, right? Obviously. Yeah, I think ditching Renew is probably good. It's probably time. Because before against Nilfgaard, you could Renew Cave Troll and do all that, but it just doesn't work anymore. They've just got too much. But Cave Troll can at least get rid of Yennefer and Vincent. If you could still use Caranthea on it and Leader. And then they can only kill Kelly with poison because you give her a Veil. That would be the objective there, right? What a nice looking hand, huh? Count Caldwell, kind of sketchy against Nilfgaard. Ah, what a hand. Nice. I don't want to brick this. I shouldn't have mulligan the Bargeist as a misplay. I should have mulligan this. I'm just going to push this mulligan. Oh, I'm just going to forfeit, man. I just cannot be... I can't believe I've done this. God hand? Yeah, about that. I managed to ruin it. Drew like an absolute god, and yeah. Does that. Okay, can't do it twice at least, right? Rip. It will matter, probably still. Yeah, I just don't have the removal for this either, which is kind of peak. And I probably slam E-gun and get out. I think that's the motive here. Yeah, this is what the Thrive just gives you. It just gives you lots of points without really doing much. Like, if I still had my Foglet, I'd put my Foglet down, then I'd consume my Foglet. Obviously, if I had Penitent, I would have put Penitent down, then Foglet. I think that this sort of package is just too good not to use. Could have floated the idea of Cave Troll out there first. I could have gone Cave Troll, then E-gun. They've been pretty funny. Because he would maybe have to Yenna for this. Okay, he amnesties, which blocks this. And this is my pass anyway, right? And he can't take this in 2 cards. This is why this package is so good, right? He can't take it in 2 cards. So he has to... He can't take it in 1 card, so he can't bleed me round 2. He has to go for a long round 3. Unfortunately, Nilfgaard is one of those decks that actually in a long round 3 probably does beat us, but hi-ho. Just because they've got Yen, they've got Vincent, they've got Masquerade Ball. As you can see, it does go to a long round 3, which with a Kelly deck you can't really be too unhappy about. And he's playing a lot of aristocrats here. That Hunter going is quite good. Something we don't have is a Purify. So maybe I wasn't supposed to pass. It was a slightly premature pass. We could have possibly won that round, but I think, to be honest, we're always going to end up... It's just my hand I messed up, right? If I didn't mess my hand up, I would have kept going and we would have been in that round quite a bit longer, I would imagine. This is pretty good for the Veil. This is good for the Consume. So we could be super cheeky here and play Goliath front row and then consume Goliath. I think it's quite funny, right? Let's try it. Seems good. Seems good to me, man. I have absolutely 0 regrets. Oh, God. I have 0 regrets, man. So, I think this is good and this is good. Obviously, consumes are nice. Kenny ever in danger of dying? Maybe we... I think these cards are both good. Maybe we just ditch the Pact. We definitely ditch Pugo. Nice. So, we lead with what? Or just Cave Troll. You could also lead with Penitent, but we don't want to play Penitent because he's playing Amnesty. We could also... You could make a strong argument to Caranthea the Cave Troll here. We're not going to do that though. We're just going to accept Cave Troll dies and we'll Caranthea Kelly still. I think 1 Kelly probably gets removed. This is going to take up the Yennefer, or it's going to take up the Vincent. Okay, beautiful. So he poisons here, right? Which normally is a great play, but now I can do this. And now he can't poison it again, so it's eating up a poison. And yeah, nice. Because he's most likely Yennefer or Vincent this, it wasn't worth the Thaw. This is where Fortune Teller is actually quite a bit better. God, this deck has just done an absolute number already. And this card's also good because you can use the Doomed in like Skellige matchups, right? You could Doom the Greatsword in round 1, you can Doom Morkvarg, which is really good because obviously you go super tall. In comes the Masquerade Ball. So we get Beast up and running here while we've got the Defender still, keeping it nice and safe out of Amnesty range. Nilfgaard should be one of our toughest matchups, apart from probably SK, because SK, right? But yeah. I think the Cave Troll's just good. I think running Renew is just not worth it anymore when you've got cards like a Neuromancy. Yo, OG man, what's up, man? Okay, why is he leadering now? What's the motivation behind that? I guess he wants to use Roderick. Which might mean he doesn't have Vincent and Yen, he maybe only has one. There's also an argument to grant through the Beast, but... Wow, that's really bad by my opponent. He's had a stinker. So, Yennefer still exists. I was going to say I could Thaw this up, but he actually just goes for the kill anyway. So obviously I'm just going to do this. There's an argument this was supposed to go back row. I don't think it really matters. And I'm pretty sure you never really renew Coranthia anyway, so I think renew's actually just incorrect. It was good when you could replay Cave Troll, and obviously you could play Aussie twice. You can do some cool things with it still, like even Matter. But I think now a Neuromancy's a card. You just don't need it. Okay, so he poisons Kelly. So we just come through with the Thaw. This most likely just gets Vincented, right? But that's fine. Maybe it doesn't, because he probably would have Vincented something else. So the Thaw and the Cursed, and the what's she called? The Fortune Teller doing bits. Absolute bits. We'll start eating. Play around, cut the grass. Not that he will have that. And Kelly's just going off, man. Kelly's going off. The Beast is just growing in points. We've got another Kelly to put down if we choose to do so. We've got a 14-point Aussie. And we could go for Karen as well to just eat up a load of cards. Or we could go for Penitent and call out one of these. Rip Thirsty name, exactly, man. Exactly. Okay, in comes Brathens. I get the consume on the spy here, which is good. Yeah, this is a good play by my opponent. It also means dominance is pretty important from this point on, because it would deny the second buff. So we need to get dominance off of him. So this is time for Ozeril. And we actually eat the Ozeril. We're really tall anyway. And this is denying him getting dominance off the Bargeist. I guess he can yen this, and then he still has dominance, but then he's not yen. He would have yened this already, right? Okay. I will... This is dying anyway, so let's just do this. Easy wins, man. Let's go. Let's be honest, the Fortune Teller and the Thaw came in so clutch, man. So good. So good that it's kind of tempting to ditch a pact for another one of either. Second Kelly hits the board. Stop it, he's already dead. He's already dead, man. I was probably not even supposed to put another Kelly down. He purifies the Kelly. That's good. That is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, if I eat 2 things, my Kelly gets value. I don't want to play like massively into the end, so I don't really want to play this. I think I just packed. Pretty sure this is good. Not that it matters. Oh, nice. That's not a bad start to the deck, right? It's not a bad start. We are... The MMR's not up there, but yeah. I did so well with the Kelly deck last season that it looked really similar to this. Yeah. Seems good to me, man. Seems good to me. More Nilfgaard. That's supposed to be our worst matchup as well. I didn't get the second Kelly, so you play Coranthia onto Keltullis, and then you Death Shadow the Keltullis to put her back at 9. So Kelly comes in at 1 point off Coranthia, and then you use Death Shadow on Kelly to kill her and just replay her at 9 strength. Because what it allows you to do is use Kelly in like round 1 and round 2. I think I almost forfeited that game as well because I messed up my mulligans. Whereabouts are from? Essex? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, my mum's from Essex. I'm very close to Essex. Essentially, I'm from Essex. No, that's a good question, Lantard. You don't have to worry, man. Questions are always welcome, man. Any questions you got, always just go for it, man. So we missed the Regalavas. This is where you're like, damn, I wish I actually just played Neckers. Neckers, not Knickers. Nice, man. Yeah, I'm actually from Hertfordshire, but close enough. Your mum's from Harlow, where my parents met. Do you know, there's actually someone else as well in my chat that's from Essex. I don't think you even need the removal in this deck. I think you get away without it. Yeah, that's a yikes. This is why I hate this card now. That feels so bad. This is me just trying to get out of the round. Does he actually let us do it? Wow, that's surprising. Leader charge, right? Oh, it doesn't let me get out. I was going to say, I was like, what is he doing? Yo, Josh. Yo, Foggy, what's up, man? God. So, I mean, Matter gives me an hero. This is, again, a beautiful thing about not having Renew. Matter's actually just good here, right? I can now Egon, for example. Yeah, guys, have you... What is this deck's counter? Nilfgaard? Morkvarg, but you can eat Morkvarg with Ozra, and you can doom it with this as well. But this is pretty much it. This is like really, really good against us. 6 armor, so it does 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, it can already kill my... Pretty horrible. Let's try this first. But to be fair, if they Mork Varg you round 1, you can beat SK. It becomes tough when they don't Mork Varg you round 1. He's probably going to try and... Why is he not going to damage goal yet? I guess he wants to poison it. I can also still leader here, right? I just go Caranthian and leader. This is the problem with Penitent, in a nutshell. Okay, that's fine too. We're just going for it now, unfortunately. Maybe I was supposed to do something else first, like a consume, I don't know, whatever. I honestly don't mind eating my goal yet here either. So I think I was actually supposed to put Caranthea back here. Right? I put... Also, the fact he didn't... Yeah. I was supposed to Caranthea back here, it's calm. It's all good. Easy wins. Nice. I have leaded, of course, but like I was right up against it, right? Amnestied my Penitent, and that just feels terrible. Ocean's been doing really well. Let's go for Kelly. Nice. Hola, habla español? No habla español, lo siento. I think it's more like habla as well, right, than habla. More, no habla. Nice maths opponent. Ah! Clown. Absolute clown. That's not enough, right? True? True? No hablo. Oh. Shows what I know. Point proven, right? I just pass. It is a really good pass. I'll do this first though. This guy's had a stinker, mate, using all those leader charges. Wow, let's go. Poison. This guy thinks he can pass. Incorrect. Nice, let's go, baby. Yo, Kung Fu, what's up, bro? Meme piles? Bro, this ain't a meme. This deck is absolute fire, mate. I stand by this deck. I did pretty well with it last season. This good. Probably not, because he's probably got aristocrats. Every time I tune up on a meme deck. Yep. Pretty much. Pretty accurate. Hard to disagree. Ugh. Let's go. It doesn't have the lock for Caldwell. That's huge. We don't want to play Kelly yet because then Caldwell comes back, I think. think this is correct. Poison means we give it veiled. We're just expecting Vincent, right? Maybe I was supposed to play Kelly. Not a very good play. Nice. That's really good for us. I think I was probably supposed to play Kelly beforehand. We should be good. This card's looking real sad. Looks like I was supposed to mulligan this. Nope, maybe I wasn't. But yeah, this is bad. This just did nothing. It was kind of important to keep it. But yeah, unfortunately, I think I lose. Kind of close though. Maybe I win actually. This is some finisher, honestly. Oh no! I misplayed. I was supposed to do this first, right? Oh, rats. I just threw in that game. That's my bad. I was thinking, yeah. Oh, I've not played with Count Caldwell that many times. We'll just put it on that. Oh. So I just threw. If I just Aussie first, it's a win, right? Never mind. Lesson learned. Lesson learned. That would have been some finish. Denied. Denied the finish of dreams, man. Almost got the first 2 games of the deck and we beat Nilfgaard both times. That would have been something, huh? But basically, it's basically a win, right? Obviously, like, for my MMR, it's not, but for the deck, like, argument's sake, for the deck, it was a win. That makes sense. No Foglet, but you can a Nero for it, maybe. This is feeling really good. I think this list is actually bang on. What board am I using? I don't know, right? I don't know. It's cool though, right? It works. It's my favorite little setup, the Pella. I was speaking to Jagras the other day, guys, and did you know Jagras also is a big fan of the old Pella title? Yo, Kung Fu, are you still about, bro? Have you got the Shuri list? Because I kind of want to play some Shuri God. I just threw something together before this. That's all God in a Shuri God deck. So you buff up your Sentinels and maybe Shuri, but you could also like just buff something else up. I'm pretty sure it's terrible, but it's quite funny, right? Yeah, this list feels really good. On mobile, no sweat at all, bro. No sweat at all. Yeah, it's more of like just a funny one, right? Gusky mentioned it to me like a week ago, and I was thinking about it in bed this morning. I was like, that would be a good YouTube video if nothing else, right? Yeah, she can destroy your own units, definitely. Deck is in Discord. Bang! Top man. Thank you, man. I'm gonna give it a spin at some point. I only played Shira really. I think the list I've put together is so good though. Like, I'm such a big fanboy of it. I am actually in your Discord and I did watch the YouTube video, but I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, there was a deck list in there. Guys, I'm going to play my league match in a minute by the looks of things. Yeah, I'm going to play my league match in just a second, I think. My opponent said he's around. Yeah, Athena. So I can stream my league match. I'm not gonna bring second wind. Like, even though I should, and it just is an easy ban, I'm just not gonna. Because if he doesn't ban it, I'd feel so bad. So Beast hits the board. I can't deal with this. It's the Oceania League. It's like Float Mega, and Sushi and all those guys. They run it. Lemon. So we could add Nero for Fogler. Is that even that bad? I don't think it is even that bad, honestly. I think it's actually quite good. The thing is, you've got Matter already. Like, you've already got all the cards you need. I think this is actually good, which is really interesting as well. It's really interesting that it's actually good. And we don't want to call this in yet anyway, because it's Pugo, right? So we want to thrive a bit first. So we could go Matter, Beast. We could go Beast, Matter. I don't think we want a Beast. I think we just save our Beast. But he looks like he kind of wants to pass. Obviously, not really, because he's getting this value. But I've got so much reach here. It's fine. And ultimately, this card is super good in this matchup. So the fact that it's out of him is great. What are we expecting consuming Goliath? I mean, the E-gun's gone, so there's that. But I'd probably just still play my Goliath. I'd probably go Goliath, E-gun, consume. Or maybe I'll just go Goliath in Dragon Warrior. Or maybe I'll go E-gun, Goliath. I don't know. We'll just trade Goliath, I think, first. I've got last say, so I can just play E-gun as my last card with reach, right? Obviously wanting to make sure I don't go so far behind I can't do this. But this is tons of points. It procs Thrive. It gets a 10 out and a 3. Essentially. So it's 13, 17, 19. Because this is it's more points than this is. Of course, if I go E-gun first, it gives me an extra point on the Thrive, but it puts this in danger, so I think it's better to just go for the Warrior first, to be honest. Okay, so he's getting 2 points, so I'm pretty sure I just need to E-gun and do this, right? Maybe I don't need to play this though. So this plays for, what did I say, 17 points? I mean, I could also just pact the Goliath and play Caldwell. This is fine, we'll just do this and work it out. Nice. He's their best card in this matchup, pretty much. Yo, nice one, Kung Fu. Appreciate you, man. My guy. Let me import that. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to Kung Fu Rabbit, which I wasn't, I've just liked and subscribed, please go and do so. See, the Aneromancy for the Foglet was actually an unbelievably good play, right? Oh, this deck's so good, man. Imagine being able to Aneromancy for a Foglet. That is sick. So yeah, so obviously if I was to make a list the same, it would basically be the same. Because I wouldn't use Nilfgaard, I would use Justice, because you can tutor Justice with an Nero. I'd play Dunker, I'd probably play 1 Sage 2. AR Runestone. Tempering. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to play a Tempering, you're supposed to play... Oh no, you've got a Berserker. Yeah. I'm pretty interested in trying some Gord. Do you reckon Runestone's definitely the vibe? I definitely want to play some Gord. Like I'm absolutely loving playing Shuri at the moment, and yeah, I reckon that list looks pretty good. Yeah, because I love a Pact as well. Marauders, are they worth it? I guess they probably are, but they're proactive. You need proactive plays. I do love double miner with Shuri, but I guess again you probably don't need it necessarily. You've got like no Johnny. You're using the boar still. Does boar get its zeal that often? Not sure boar is that good in that deck. Maybe I'm wrong. Doesn't boar just die a lot of the time? I don't think I'd use boar. My gut feeling. Don't get me wrong, that list looks brilliant, but what do we do here? We definitely don't play Caldwell because it gets consumed. We're gonna play my league match after this game. Yeah, we can play our league match after this. Would anyone mind changing the title to league match or something of that nature? No sweat, if not, I can sort it. What am I doing? This is fine, right? What hurts of SK? Minor Dunker. That's true. Yeah, I'm using boar in my list. It's great, right? But I've got tons of dryads, so it always gets its value. In that one, I guess it doesn't always get like a zeal. So I'm pretty sure you're supposed to Caranth your beast. God, this deck's so good. Easy game, easy life. GG, no re. See ya. Adios. Adios. Let's go, Josh. Thanks, bro. The brilliant thing is I've actually already done a YouTube video. Like, these 3 games are perfect for YouTube video. And then I can do the league matches. I'll upload that all. That's 2 YouTube videos done on stream, which is pretty rare for me. Normally I have to like stream and then afterwards I'll do some other stuff, but yeah. Pretty sure this deck's really good. Like, really, really, really good. Species from New Zealand. Ready for my game? Yeah, I'm about to play it actually. Sush. I was gonna take Skelliger just so he bans it, but I'm gonna have some morals and not. I've got enough decks where I don't need to. Because I'd also feel really bad if he actually didn't ban it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, cool. Why did they all buff at the same time this time? They didn't know douche, douche, douche. Nilfgaard, SK, and Syndicate Passy. Yeah, I don't roll like that, man. I don't roll like that. I know what I'm taking. So obviously I've got the dominance at the moment. God, this deck is really good, guys. Like, a lot of the Kelly decks you've used in the past, you feel like you've got a lot of bad cards. This deck, you don't feel like you've got a single bad card. Every card feels like you want to have it in your hand. You want to have this card in your hand, you want to have this card in your hand, you want to have this, you want to have this, you want to have this. This is a mulligan sometimes, so same with this, but every other card is like always good. Imagine not forfeiting. Last piece is not premium. I'm sorry, man. I need to spend some powder on that one. I have a link. I'll link you now. I'll upload it because this is pretty much done. It's finalized. I'm really happy with it. I mean, you could mess around with the 4P slots and Cadioden. You could just mess around with the 4P slots and use Thaw. But yeah, like, I was thinking about it last night. I was like, why am I still using Renew when the idea of Renew was to counter Nilfgaard before, because you'd renew your Cave Troll, but Matter becomes really good with this deck, because before, you'd run Roll Decree, and it's still hitting Egon or Renew, whereas now, if you've got Kelly in hand, it gives you a Nero, which is so good, right? Yeah, excuse me. I'm streaming without delay as well, so I'm trusting the guy. I've spoken to him. He's sound.